Hey guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make these cute glass ornaments. You can personalize these, and these are great sellers at vendor events, and or just to decorate your own tree and give as gifts for family members or friends, or even coworkers. It's a great idea. You can put any kind of vinyl on them and decorate them however you please. But I'm going to show you how to get the glitter to stick inside, so there won't be any glitter on the outside, so it's not going to be falling off everywhere. It'll be sealed inside, and then you'll put the hook back in. So I'm going to go over how to do that today, okay? Okay, so I use the polycrylic, and I just happen to have the clear matte. I think it comes in gloss as well. So a lot of people use this. I feel like this is the easiest one and the best that works for me. Other people use multiple different things. I've seen people use the pine sol, sticky cleaner stuff. I'm not exactly sure what it was, but I've seen the pine sol and a few other things they use, hairspray, stuff like that. I like this. I feel like it just works easy. So when you get it, I shake it up, and then I'll take like a just a little wooden stick and I'll stir it. If there's any clumps, this tends to clump after I use it. I guess if you let it sit while you're pouring and stuff, but I just try to close it back up when I get done. I'll take my little stick after I stir it, and you can see the clumps, and you just pick them out. If you get one, just dump it right back out if it gets in your ornament or whatever you're making. But I take this, and I have these little 3-ounce cups I get at the Dollar General. They were like on the dollar aisle, and you get 50 in a box. I use these when I mix epoxy and stuff like that. They're just easy to use, and they're 3 ounces. So what I'm gonna do is I will pour some polycrylic into one of these. You also get these at Dollar Tree or Dollar General. In the dollar section, you get like 20 in a pack, or any solo cup type deal. I pour a little bit in here. So I've got mine. So I use this until I run out. Usually just this small amount will make like probably 8 or 10 ornaments, if not more. So I just pour a little bit in here, and then I'll pour a tiny bit into here when I'm ready to make an ornament. So I fill it up to probably about that little line you see there. And I went ahead and took the lid off, or whatever that thing is, the hook. Some of these I noticed have this little tiny glass piece. Just try to make sure you don't drop it on the floor or get in your foot, where it was made, I guess. But anyway, so I'll go ahead and I'll pour this in. And I just pour all of it in. If there's clumps, it's okay. You're going to dump it right back out. I try not to get clumps, but it happens. Okay, so once I've poured that in there, you're literally just going to turn it. And I start at an angle, and I'm going to turn it just to make sure I don't miss any and have little gaps. And you just want to keep turning it, and you're going to lay it flatter each time you go around. And see, you can see the difference where it's clear here. It hasn't hit that spot. And then that way you make everything have that sticky surface. You don't want to have any gaps, because then your glitter won't stick. These are what these come in handy for now. So besides, pouring some at the beginning, these are the perfect amount of space at the top that the ornament will actually sit in and stay. So I'm going to continue to turn it. And I had to push them down in the cup, I'll show you. So as I'm going, I'm just going to angle it. And I'll twist it and turn it a little bit more. And then make sure it gets in that nozzle there. I'm going to just be careful because they're glass, but I'm just going to kind of shove it in there just a little bit and just let it drain. So these are some I've let drain already. You can see the difference in the clarity. So these are already clear, and these are probably ready now. I let them sit like this from anywhere from about 10 to 15 minutes until they get kind of like this. And then you'll check the little nozzle area I was showing where you put your hook back in, and if there's white residue there, you can kind of see mine here through the cup. It looks pretty clear there too. So you want all of it to be nice and tacky. You don't want it to be wet still. You want that tackiness. That's what's going to make the glitter stick. So these, I've done 3 already. So I'm going to go ahead and skip to those and show you what I do next as far as putting the glitter in. You can use any kind of glitter. Today I'm going to use my glitter, Coastline Glitters. I have a bunch of different colors. You guys can check it out, coastlineglitters.com. I don't know what colors I'm going to use that, but I'm going to look through them real quick and see what I want. I'm trying to do Christmassy stuff because I'm doing a vendor event at the end of November, well, mid-November area. So I'm trying to make like some Grinch ones and different stuff like that. Because like I said, you can put any kind of vinyl on these. You can personalize them, put somebody's monogram on them, whatever you want. Okay, so I'm going to use my glitter, Coastline Glitters. I'm going to use XOXO. It's a really pretty bright red. I'm going to use that for like a Christmassy one. And we'll put something like Merry and Bright or something cute on it. I'm not going to have my ornaments. And then I decided I would like a leopard print one for my tree. And I feel like that's kind of popular right now too. So I'll probably make a few to go to the vendor event. And this is also my glitter. It's in the color Champagne, Coastline Glitters. And it's a beautiful champagne. And these are both fine glitters. So you want to use a fine glitter. If you want a chunkier glitter, I suggest mixing it with a fine glitter, only because if not, you'll kind of have gaps. And you can see like how I did. This is in the color Chaos, my color Chaos and Coastline Glitters. So it's got like a chunky mix, but I also mix some of the Twinkle with it. And this is Twinkle. So it's kind of like a holographic silvery color. This is more a little bit darker than the Chaos, but the Chaos is also holographic chunky. But it helps to have that fine glitter. That way it attaches to the smaller gaps that the chunky will leave gaps, and that fine glitter will grab onto the gaps. That way you don't have any peekaboo areas, and it's nice and fully decorated. It doesn't have like see-through gaps where it looks like it's half done. Okay, so I'm gonna put XOXO first. It's my pretty bright red. And you don't have to put a lot in the cup. I always put too much because I don't want to have to refill my glitter and do 2 or 3 times. And let's just set that aside. And it's one of these little 3-ounce clean cups. So you can see the red there. You can do this 2 ways. You can put a small little funnel in here if you don't trust yourself for pouring. Or you can, I like these cups because they bend, and just kind of make your own little nozzle sort of, and just pour this in. I'm just going to do that. I feel like it's easier. It takes less time. And you just kind of shake it in. You don't want to, try not to spill your glitter because it's not cheap. So we're just going to sprinkle all that in. Sprinkle whatever you have in the cup in. Just kind of shake it and make it go in there. I'm going to see if that's enough. You can kind of see about how much I have in there. So the easiest way I found, I'm just going to put my finger over this and shake. And you're going to shake it in different directions. You're going to make sure you go side to side, up and down, sideways, twirlies, whatever. I want it to touch every piece of the inside of that glass because you don't want any gaps. That way it looks nice and full and it's fully decorated. It doesn't have spots everywhere. Okay, so it looks nice and pretty. I don't see any gaps. Just kind of twist it around here for you to see everything. And see even this part up here. You want to make sure you don't have, you want it real tacky up here as well. That's what I was talking about earlier. So I'll show you one right now. This one's still sitting. You can kind of see that white. I don't know if you see it's dripping out. So you want to make sure that is completely dripped out. So it's tacky. So it doesn't run back down and streak your glitter. You want everything inside to be tacky. Shake it one more time because I'm OCD. Okay. So you're going to have glitter remaining in here. Some people keep it, some people don't. I try to if I'm going to make more of the same color. So I just left a tiny bit in there. I'm going to go ahead and dump what I have left back in there. And you can just pat it, see. And I get a bunch out still. I try to get as much out as I can. That way if somebody, uses this ornament multiple years, they're not going to be unpacking it and that piece comes out. Once you can glue that in so it won't ever come out. but that hook won't come out, and then glitter spill all over their house, and they'd be really mad because it's hard to clean up glitter. We all know that. See, you get quite a bit back out when you bump it. So just make sure, you know. And I like to use the glass ornaments. I know they sell the same ones in plastic. I haven't really tried the plastic doing this. I've heard it doesn't stick well. I don't really know because I've never tried it, so I'm not going to tell you yes or no. I like the glass. So that's what I always use. Alright, so we're going to let this sit and let that dry. So I'm just going to, since you've knocked all the glitter out, I'm just going to lay it on my table and let it dry and sit there probably overnight. You can go ahead and cut your decal, whatever you want to put on here. And I'm going to let it dry probably until tomorrow without the little hook on it. Okay, so now we're going to do another ornament in the color Champagne. This is the one we're going to make with a like a leopard print one. So we're going to get started with that. I'm going to take my ornament out of the little draining cup, and I'm just going to tap it and make sure all that little excess at the top will come out. So we're good. Just wipe that off. I've switched gloves because I don't want red on this one. Do the same thing here. We're going to just put this in a cup first. This color seems to be popular right now. Everybody's trying to do champagne stuff. Must be like a season for it or something. Okay, so same thing. I'm going to bend the cup. I'm going to pour the glitter in. And remember, your ornament needs to be nice and tacky before you do this. This is going to be a pretty one. I'll probably do like brown or black spots on this. I don't know yet. I have to look and see what I like. Same thing, finger over the top. Shake, shake, shake. All directions, side to side, up and down, twirlies. You want it to go everywhere. My dogs are looking at me like, what are you doing? They're on the couch. They hear me talking in here. Okay. Okay. Look at that. That's so pretty. That'll be really good with some cheetah spots on it, or leopard spots. I guess they're the same. I don't really know. Similar. Alright, same thing. So now we're going to take that same cup that we had this champagne color glitter in, and we're going to dump it. Tap, tap, tap. It's going to get all that excess glitter out that we're not going to need in there anymore. Alright, and then we're going to sit it on the table and let it dry. This is the champagne one we did, and I ended up using brown instead of black for my leopard spots. And all I did was find I think I went to Google and put in leopard spots, clip art, and I found a little tiny one, and it just had like a little strip of dots. So I imported that into Cricut, and I copied it 3 times and cut it out. And then I designed this. I just thought it was cute. Roll Tide, y'all. And I'm going to keep this one. I didn't weld. You can see the letters there. I forgot to weld it. So that is very important when cutting. I think I attached it instead of welding. So this will be my personal one. And I'll make another one to sell. But how cute is the leopard one? So thank you for watching, and please subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos soon. Thanks.